Hey YouTube, I'm Kishan, and in this video we are going to learn how to use authentication with React and Firebase. Firebase is a backend service provider by Google and it is one of the famous backend as a service provider. So let's learn authentication with React and Firebase in this video. Before proceeding further, please like this video and subscribe to the channel as it helps me grow further. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. So this is our login page and this is our sign up page, and we currently have one user in our Firebase authentication system, this kishanshade21@gmail.com. Now I'm gonna register a new user in here. I will write demo at firebase.com and I will write password as abcd12. I'll just sign up, and yeah, account has been created and we are into the users page. So yeah, we have a new account demo at firebase.com here, and now we'll sign out from this, and so it will move to the login page. Now if we try to access that URL, we won't be getting to that URL because it is protected, and I will now log in using that username, which is demo at firebase.com. Password would be abcd12, and I'll click login, and yeah, we are into the users page. Now if we try to access the login page, we won't be able to access it because of the session. So now without wasting any further time, let's get started to create this authentication system using React and Firebase. So now let's set up our React application. I've opened a new VS Code and a terminal in it. We'll write npx create -react-app at latest, and this is going to be React Firebase. Hit enter to set up our React application. This process may take time depending upon your network conditions. So our React application has been successfully set up. Now let's move on to the React Firebase directory, and I will add some dependencies. I'll write yarn add Firebase and I will add style components and hit enter to install these dependencies. While this is being installed, let's remove the clutter files. We don't need this CSS, this test file. Delete these all files, and inside app.js we'll remove all of this code and I will write RFC, and inside index.js I'll remove this import and delete this code from the end. Wait for the dependencies to be installed, then we'll start our React application. Okay, while this is being done, let's make a directory named as components and a Firebase config file, firebase config.js. We'll make the components login.jsx, signup.jsx, and user.jsx. Let's create the component RFC, and again RFC. And I missed a dependency which is React Router DOM, so I'll add it. Yarn add React Router DOM. Hit enter to install that also. Okay, it has been installed, and now let's start the application by yarn start. Okay, so our app is set up successfully. Now what I will do is I'll head over to this URL firebase.google.com, and I will head over to this, go to console, and I will create a new Firebase project. From here, add project, I will write React Firebase YouTube, continue. I will hit continue here and I will select this as my primary account, create project. This setup may take time. Okay, so our project is ready. Hit continue. Now we'll head over to this web here and I will write an application name here, which would be, we don't need the Firebase hosting, and I will write React Firebase YouTube. This can be anything. Register the application. And we'll continue to the console. Before doing that, we are going to copy this Firebase config, copy, and this would be pasted here inside the Firebase config in our project. Hit save. Now we'll continue to the console and we'll head over to this authentication section, and in here we'll press get started, and we need this email and password providers. Enable, save, and yeah, our project is set up in Firebase. So now let's head over here and set up here. So what needs to be done here is, first we'll get the get auth method from Firebase auth, get auth from Firebase auth, then we'll get import initialize app, let me first write Firebase app here, Firebase app, and this is gonna be initialize app. That's it. Now after this we'll create an app, const app is equals to initialize app, and we'll pass our Firebase config here. So now our connection is made, and we'll get the auth functionalities in and function in a variable named as Firebase auth. We'll call the get auth method and we'll pass in our app, to which app we want to connect, and we will export this Firebase auth variable and import it whenever we need it. So now our Firebase setup is complete. Now head over to app.js. In here we'll first set up our routing. I'm gonna delete this div. I will write browser router, not route, this is gonna be router, and this has to be imported from React Router DOM. Import from React Router DOM, browser router. Inside browser router we'll write routes, that has to be imported from React Router DOM. Here it is. And inside the routes we'll have individual route. We need 3 route components. This is gonna be exact path equals to signup/signup, and in here we'll have element, and our signup component will go in here. Let's copy this and paste over here. Same here. This is going to be login. The component should be login. This is going to be user, and this is for this slash only. So that's it. Okay, so we should be seeing user here, because at the slash route we have the user component. Now I have this GitHub repository. Just actually this is a gist, and I have written CSS here, so you can copy that. So first at the end I have this index.css code. I'll copy that and I will paste that inside of here, inside the body. That's it. Let's see. Yeah, everything is here. Now after that I'll head over to login.jsx and I will copy this code, login signup component, copy, and I'm gonna paste it here. I'm gonna change this to section and I will import style from style components, import styled from style components. That's it. Let's head over to login. Yeah, it is also style. Let's go to sign up. Let's copy this and head over to sign up, paste, head over to login, and we are gonna again copy this import login, not login sign up, and we are gonna replace this with section. That's it. Now inside the user.jsx we are gonna copy this user component from here. These are nothing but just simple CSS style. So for not wasting your time, I have already created that section, import styled from style components, and yeah, that's it. We can close this. Now let's head over to sign up component here and have the markup for sign up here. So in the markup, first we'll have an container div. Inside that we'll have h1 that states sign up. Then we'll have input. The type of it would be email. Then we'll give it a placeholder as email, not pattern, placeholder as email. Copy this, and this is gonna be password, and this is going to be password as well, password. And after that we'll have a div with a class name of button. Inside that we'll have an button which will have sign up, and then we'll have a span tag. We'll write already have an account. Then we'll have a link component here from React Router DOM. Link here will specify to prop, and this would be /login, and from here we'll head over to login page. Let's check it. Yeah, we have our sign up page. Let's head over to login. So there is the same markup for login. So first we'll create some states here. Use state, and this is going to be string const email set email equals to use state. I'm gonna copy this, paste it, change this to password, and this is going to be set password. That's it. And now I will make this a controlled input. So value would be email, and on change we'll grab the event object and set email as e.target.value. That's it. Let's copy both of this and paste it at the end of password. Change this to password, and this is going to be set password. That's it. And after this we'll create an use navigate method. use navigate. This is going to be imported from React Router DOM. This is for the programmatically navigation. So we'll write const navigate equals to navigate, and we'll make an function const handle sign in is equals to async. This is going to be an async function, and that's it. So we'll copy this, and on the onClick method, on click, we'll apply this method. That's it. We won't be having any errors. So our basic sign up component is complete. We'll do the same for the login component. So I'm going to copy this till the section, head over to login.jsx, and I'm going to replace it from here. I think we need to close this return. That's it. This is going to be handle login, and this is going to be here sign up. The text should be sign up, and above here this should be login, and we'll just change the text to don't have an account, then sign up. That's it. Okay, we need to import useState, useNavigate, all of these methods. useState, then do we need anything else? Yeah, link. That's it. So login and sign up both is complete. Now let's style the user page also. So let's head over to user, and in the user, what should be done? This component is going to be very simple. We'll have a container. Inside container we'll have an h1 which will have welcome, and the name of username we'll write it afterwards, h1 welcome, and after that we'll have a button which will have sign out as text. On click of this button we'll sign out from the Firebase. That's it. Why this is not being loaded? Dev container user.jsx. Let me write something here. Okay, so I made a mistake. We will head to /route, not user. Okay, we have the user component here. Here our email will come. So let's head over to sign up first. We'll sign up a user. So in here you can see that we don't have any user. So inside the signup.jsx, what we will do is we have our handle sign in function here, and we'll first have a try catch block, try catch, and if we get an error, we want to console that error, and inside the try block, what I will do is I will have a function from Firebase create user with email and password. Make sure that is imported from Firebase auth, and I will pass the Firebase auth here, which we exported from Firebase config. First we'll give the Firebase which application to we want to connect, and then we will provide the email and the password to Firebase. That's it. Now what we'll do is we'll have an hook here which is on auth state change. As soon as our auth is changed, what we'll do is we'll provide our Firebase auth, and we will provide a function which would have the current user inside it, and if there is a current user, Then we want to navigate to the slash route, which is the users. So let's do that. Inside here I will have kishanshade21@gmail.com, and password should be 6 characters, abcd12, sign up. And yeah, I think our code was working. Yeah, we have our user here and we are into the welcome page. So now let's head over to users page and grab the data. So here first we'll create a state, use state, and this is going to be undefined at start. We'll write const user set user, and we'll get the navigate, const navigate equals to use navigate. That's it. And as soon as we load this component, we want this function auth state change to be loaded. So we'll pass Firebase auth, our function with current user, and if we have the current user, then we'll set the current user at set user with the value as current user. And in the else section, if we don't have a current user, we'll navigate to login. In here we'll interpolate with user dot email. Make sure this is optional chaining, so whenever this is undefined we don't get any error. Let's save it. Yeah, we have our kishanshade21@gmail.com email here. Now on click of this button, we want to sign out this. Now clicking here doesn't make anything, so now we'll register and on click here, on click inside the user.jsx. In here on click, and we'll use a function from Firebase named as signout. Make sure it is imported from Firebase auth, and we'll pass the Firebase auth here. That's it. Now when we click on this, we'll be log out from the Firebase and redirected to the login page. That's it. Now if we try to head over to user page, we'll head over to the login page again because there is no user setup in the database now. Now let's log into the user we created here. Let's do that. So that functionality is still not done. So inside login.jsx, handle login, I'm gonna do one thing. I'll go to signup.jsx. I'll copy this code, copy and paste it inside our handle login here, and I will do the same for this. If there is a current user, we want to directly navigate to the user.jsx, so this would remain the same, and we will just change this function to sign in with email and password. That's it. Make sure it is imported from Firebase auth, and make sure this on auth state change is also imported. That's it. And we'll head over here. Firebase auth is not defined. Let's import Firebase auth. That's it. Yeah, now let's log in using our kishanshade@21gmail.com. Password should be 6 characters, abcd12, sign up. And yeah, our login sign up functionality is working, also sign out is working. Now if we try to head over to login, we will be forcefully redirected to the user page because there is already a user logged in. Now let's create another user. So first I'll do one thing. I'll show you some errors here. Now I will write coding at kishan.com password abcd1 to sign up. So we'll get an error that auth user not found. So Firebase returns this errors. So we have to handle this. You can handle this by your own. And for example, in the sign up component, let's do one thing. I will write coding at kishan.com and the password would be just 4 characters, and I will hit sign up. So it will give me an error that password is weak, that should be greater than 6 characters. So Firebase handles this kind of validations by itself. You can configure it inside from this console. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more tutorials like this, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. See you next time.